The aforementioned Jeff Passan did a great job following the Mike Trout story, and I guess the Angels and Trout finalizing a 12-year, $430 million extension. Why now, Jeff?
I think, Dan, that Mike Trout wanted security for the rest of his life and wanted to know where he was going to be. And look, he's in the $44.5 million deal right now, so clearly he's got that security financially, but I think he wanted baseball security as well. And the relationship between him and the Los Angeles Angels is as strong as any in baseball. And as much as the Phillies dreamed of him coming home and being the kid who grew up rooting for the team and playing in its uniform, it was just a long shot to happen. And Artie Moreno stepped up with the biggest contract in sports history by a long shot.
If Bryce Harper didn't openly flirt with Mike Trout, like, did anything trigger, let's get this done before the start of the season?
No, interestingly enough, I don't think there was a ton of momentum on this deal until recently because Mike Trout, he had designs on $500 million. And you can make the argument that $500 million would have been worth it for him because we're talking about a guy who may ultimately go down if he continues on the same path he's been on for the first 8 years of his career as the best player in baseball history. And I know that's, it's recency bias, it's prisoner of the moment, but the fact is the numbers back that up. This is a historically good player, and the Angels simply did not want to lose him, and so here we are, $430+ million later.
Can you make an argument it's a good deal for the Angels financially?
I think you can make, I think you can make a really good argument that it's a good deal for the Angels. I mean, if Zach Greinke, who previously held the average annual value record at $34.4 million, is just $1.5 million cheaper a year than Mike Trout. Mike Trout is, as good as Zach Greinke is, no disrespect intended. Mike Trout is Mike Trout. We're talking about the best in the game, and as good as Mookie Betts is, as good as Francisco Lindor is, as good as some others may ultimately be, Mike Trout is the guy in baseball, and he's being paid like the guy, but not to the $40 million plus a year level that I think a lot of people thought he was going to get.
Who's next?
That's a great question. I know the Indians would love to get Lindor locked up. I don't know if that's going to happen. Mookie Betts is clearly another guy who the Boston Red Sox adore. They love him as a baseball player. They love him as a person, and they would love to get a deal done with him as well. I could see either of those guys being in the $300+ million range, but now it seems like 400 is going to be the new number, and 400 is a big one.
Wow. Yeah, I'm wondering about Aaron Judge. I get the feeling Aaron Judge might go quietly like Mike Trout with a contract extension. I don't know if Mookie Betts will be quiet, but, the agent plays such a large role in this. Can you see something like that extension with Aaron Judge that, that's what the Yankees would do?
I think the Yankees would love to extend Aaron Judge because, again, look at the players that we're talking about here. Mookie Betts is beloved as a person. Francisco Lindor is beloved as a person. Aaron Judge, I remember in Aaron Judge's rookie season, the Yankees came to Kansas City where I live, and Matt Holliday is a guy I've known for a long time and whom I deeply respect. And Matt Holliday came up to me and said, unprompted, Aaron Judge is my favorite young player that I have ever seen. And just the amount of love that he has throughout the Yankees organization and the amount of respect that he's engendered in his
You know what? Tell Jeff thank you, Todd. I know he's busy. But he made some time just to update us on this.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.